Your dog hasn't touched his favorite toy in 3 days. He used to go absolutely insane for that squeaky ball. Now it just sits there. And when you got home yesterday, he didn't get up from his bed, just looked at you, tail down. You probably thought, he's just tired. Maybe he's getting older. But here's what researchers at the University of Lincoln found when they studied over 1,000 dogs showing similar behavior. Depression in dogs doesn't look like human depression. There's no crying, no visible sadness. Instead, it's silent, subtle, and most owners mistake it for good behavior or aging. The dog that stops begging for food, the one that suddenly becomes low maintenance, that's not maturity. That might be a dog that's given up. Today, I'm breaking down the 3 psychological signs your dog is no longer happy, backed by actual canine neuroscience and behavioral studies. And by the end, you'll know exactly what to look for and what to do about it. Let's go. The behavior everyone ignores. The first sign is something almost every owner gets completely wrong. Your dog stops reacting to things that used to drive him wild. The leash comes out, he walks over slowly, no jumping, no spinning. Treats? He takes them. But there's no excitement. You call his name, and he turns his head but doesn't come running. Most people think, finally he's calmed down. But here's what's actually happening in your dog's brain. The dopamine crash. In 2019, researchers at the University of Vienna used PET scans to measure dopamine activity in dogs during positive experiences. They exposed dogs to their favorite toys, their owners' voices, and high-value treats. Healthy, happy dogs showed massive dopamine spikes in the nucleus accumbens, the brain's reward center. But dogs diagnosed with depression, anxiety, or chronic stress, their dopamine response was 60% lower. Same stimulus, same toy, same owner, but the brain just didn't fire. It's not that your dog doesn't want to be excited. It's that his brain chemistry has shifted, and the things that used to feel rewarding now feel neutral. The test you can do right now: grab your dog's absolute favorite thing. The thing that used to make him lose his mind. Could be a specific toy, a certain treat, the car keys if he loves rides. Present it the way you always did. Now watch his body language. A happy dog. Ears forward, tail up or wagging with full body motion. Eyes wide, focused. Immediate approach or play behavior. Or a depressed dog, slow or delayed reaction. Tail neutral or tucked. Eyes half open, disinterested. Takes the item but doesn't engage. If your dog used to explode with joy and now barely reacts, that's not age. That's a psychological shift, and it's one of the earliest warning signs. Why this happens? Dogs are creatures of anticipation. Their brains are wired to predict rewarding outcomes based on cues. Leash equals walk. Keys equals car ride. Your hand reaching for the treat jar equals food. But when a dog experiences prolonged stress, isolation, lack of stimulation, or even unnoticed pain, that prediction system starts to break down. The brain stops associating cues with rewards because the reward stopped feeling good. Behaviorists call this learned helplessness. Your dog didn't forget how to be happy. He learned that being excited doesn't lead anywhere. Second sign, your dog's sleep pattern changes dramatically. And I don't mean he's sleeping more. I mean the quality and timing of sleep has shifted in a way most people never notice. What the research shows: a 2020 study published in Animals tracked the sleep cycles of 150 dogs using actimetry devices, basically Fitbits for dogs. They found that dogs experiencing psychological distress showed fragmented sleep, waking up multiple times during the night, increased daytime sleep, but not restful sleep, more like shutting down, REM suppression, less time in deep dream stage sleep. Here's the part that surprised even the researchers. Depressed dogs didn't sleep less overall. They slept more, but woke up just as tired. Sound familiar? It's the same pattern seen in humans with depression. what it looks like in real life. Your dog used to sleep through the night, wake up at 7 a.m., ready to go. Now he's up at 3 a.m., wandering the house, pacing, then crashes again at 5 a.m. During the day, he's in his bed for hours, but his eyes are half open. His body twitches. He looks restless. He's not resting. He's escaping. And that's a massive difference. The cortisol connection, researchers at the University of Lincoln measured cortisol levels in dogs with disrupted sleep. Cortisol is the stress hormone. In healthy dogs, it peaks in the morning and drops at night. But in dogs with anxiety or depression, cortisol stays elevated all day, even when they're lying down, even when they look calm. Their nervous system is stuck in a low-grade fight or flight mode, and that prevents real restorative sleep. What you can do if your dog's sleep has shifted like this, here's what actually helps, according to veterinary behaviorists. Create a consistent nighttime routine, same time, same space, same wind-down cues. Dogs' brains rely heavily on predictability to feel safe. Increase daytime mental stimulation. A tired brain sleeps better than a tired body. Sniff games, puzzle feeders, short training sessions. Give your dog's brain something to process during the day so it can actually rest at night. Consider a vet visit. Disrupted sleep can also be a sign of pain, thyroid issues, or cognitive decline. If the pattern doesn't improve with routine changes, there may be a medical cause, the one that breaks hearts. The third sign is the hardest one to watch. Your dog starts to withdraw from you, not in an obvious way. He doesn't run away, he doesn't hide, he just stops seeking you out. What it actually looks like, you sit on the couch. He stays in the other room. You call him over. He comes, but doesn't stay. Just turns around and leaves. You reach out to pet him, and he doesn't lean into your hand like he used to. He tolerates it, but he doesn't enjoy it. And that shift, that emotional distance, is one of the most reliable psychological markers of canine depression. The science of social withdrawal. In 2017, researchers in Hungary studied dogs that had been rehomed, hospitalized, or separated from their primary owners. They measured something called social referencing, the behavior where dogs look to their humans for guidance or comfort in uncertain situations. Healthy dogs constantly check in. They look at you. They move toward you. They want reassurance. But dogs experiencing depression or learned helplessness, they stopped referencing entirely. It wasn't defiance. It was disconnection. Their brains had learned, this person can't fix what's wrong. So they stopped asking why this is different from independence. Some dogs are naturally more independent. Huskies, Akitas, certain hound breeds. That's temperament. But if your Velcro dog, the one who followed you to the bathroom, suddenly wants nothing to do with you, that's not independence. That's emotional shutdown. The attachment test. Here's a simple test based on research from animal behaviorist Dr. Karen Overall. Leave the room for 2 minutes. When you come back, observe your dog's reaction. A securely attached, happy dog gets up, approaches you, shows greeting behavior, wagging, sniffing, leaning in, a withdrawn or depressed dog, stays where he is, might glance at you, but doesn't approach. No physical engagement. If your dog used to greet you like you'd been gone for years, and now he barely looks up, that's a red flag. What actually helps rebuilding connection with a withdrawn dog takes time, but it's absolutely possible. Stop forcing interaction. Let your dog come to you. Sit on the floor. Bring high-value treats. Wait. Reward any approach, even a glance. Reintroduce play slowly. Not with toys at first, with you. Get on the ground. Move slowly. Let your dog investigate. Play is one of the fastest ways to rebuild trust and emotional safety. Track small wins. Did he come closer today than yesterday? Did he stay for 5 seconds instead of 2? Celebrate that. Depression doesn't lift overnight, but progress compounds. A dog that stops getting excited isn't lazy. A dog that sleeps all day but never rests isn't tired. A dog that pulls away from you isn't ungrateful. He's struggling. And the research is clear. Canine depression is real, measurable, and often invisible to the people who love them most. But here's the good news. Unlike humans, dogs don't ruminate. They don't spiral into their own thoughts, which means that when their environment changes, when their routine shifts, when they start getting the stimulation and connection they need, they recover fast. Your next step. If you recognize your dog in any of these 3 signs, don't panic. Start with one small change. Add a sniff walk tomorrow morning. Reintroduce a toy rotation system. Spend 5 minutes on the floor just being with your dog. And if things don't improve in 2 weeks, talk to your vet. Ask about a veterinary behaviorist consultation. Because your dog isn't broken. He's just asking for help in the only language he knows. If this video helped you see your dog differently, hit subscribe. Drop a comment below. What's one thing you're going to try this week? Next time, we're talking about why some dogs destroy everything they touch while others never chew a thing. The psychology behind it? Way more interesting than you think. See you then.